Oh, put the kettle on.
I bet you were wondering what the hell is the Toast Train show? It's mostly waffling about the things that we probably don't know. Can't hurt to join us and see where this random chit-chat goes. All aboard for the Toast Train show.
Oh, lovely cup of tea.
Thank you.
Hey!
Oh, we're on. I was looking at Adam thinking, are we live? We're live.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of The Toast Train. Thank you very much for joining us.
Oh, I'm clapping on my own here. Come on, help
Yes.
me out.
Oh, yeah.
Help
All
me
the clapping.
out. Let's hear a round of applause for Adam, who's hiding in the background.
Hey.
What's your new business name, Ad?
OC Media Solutions.
If you haven't already, then go give that a search and a like, as well as the Toast Train, which obviously hopefully you've already liked it because you're here.
Yep.
But if you are watching,
haven't liked it, like it.
if you are watching, please share it right now on your own pages. Let's get some people involved. We've got the comments in front of us here, so we can see that.
Yep.
We'd love to get some more people involved.
Okay. There's a huge delay here, so I'm just seeing you clapping, which is nice, but I haven't got you clapping in my ears, so that's good. So this evening, I have got everybody's comments in front of me. So please, 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 after you've shared this, give us lots of comments. This evening, we've got lots going on. We've got toast, mystery toast topping, which I don't know what it is yet. Very much looking forward to that. But can we take a moment to acknowledge the third person in the room, the wonderful Charlie
Sarson, everybody. Hello. Say everybody, it's just us here.
It's you at home. So hi Charlie, what's new?
Not much. How is everyone?
We're all right. I tell you what, my hair is not coping with the humidity today. If you're listening to this in the future, we have a thing called thunder and lightning now in our time.
Are we due that tonight?
Well, we've been having it all day, and my hair has been telling me. If I couldn't hear it, my hair would have told me, because it's just rises. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
See, I've been in Colchester all day, which is not far from you.
Nope.
And I have had just pure sunshine.
Right, well, I live in Wethersfield, and
Excuse the pun.
that is where the weather comes from. So we'll get all the funky weather, and my hair has been suffering as a result of it. It will be touching you by the end of this show, I swear to God.
I hope so. So, Charlie, for the people watching, who the hell are you and what are you doing here?
Well, I'm a DJ, producer, businessman, do you want to say? Entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur.
Yeah, it sounds more fancy.
It really does, yeah.
So you thought you'd come here and show us what you want to put on some toast?
Yes, basically, because mine's quite boring. As I said to someone else earlier in the office, I'm on a health cleanse. So,
So does toast qualify in your diet now?
I mean...
Because isn't that a carb?
It is. I've made an exception today.
Wow.
That I
Well,
did.
don't we feel
So
honoured?
how long have you not had carbs?
3 days.
To be fair, I would have dropped down dead if I didn't
mean,
have carbs
I was
for
waiting
3
for
days.
since the lockdown
I
started.
did get a popular fast food chain on the way home with big golden arches.
Oh, McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Other fast food chains are available.
They are.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Charlie, if you want to look at people in the old boat, then that's your camera there,
That's
mate.
you.
I'll keep forgetting they're there. But that's
I did
kind of a
tell
good
him.
thing.
I've got one just for me. I feel quite special.
Yes, you are special.
But no,
Thank
thank
you
you,
for coming here.
thank you so much for joining us tonight. I mean, so people who have not watched the Toast Train before, which is only one time, but
Just that one time that we did it.
what we do is we're just gonna talk absolute waffle, and just wherever it goes, it goes. We've got a couple of features tonight. Actually, a very special one. We got, unfortunately, we lost a fellow Braintronian, Scott Gilhurley, and they basically released a song that he used to love to sing, so we're going to be playing that later. It's actually, I think it got to #1 in one of the iTunes charts, which is really impressive.
Yeah, it's massive.
But we want to keep that going. So, what's that? It's on Amazon, it's on iTunes, it's everywhere
and
according to Ad.
It charted.
So what we want to do is keep that momentum going. So, support a fellow and well-liked Braintree guy. So we're going to be hearing that later.
Super loved guy.
Also, we've got rock band Bad Touch. They're going to be showing us one of their music videos, one of their singles. So we're looking forward to that.
Norfolk's finest.
But other than that, we're just going to be talking absolute egg. And we're going to find out what Charlie has bought to put on tonight's toast.
I kind of regret bringing my thing along, to be honest.
Well, you see, I don't know what it is yet, but you say it's rubbish because it's simple, but sometimes simple toppings, it works.
I mean, I like to think it's quite healthy.
If it's avocado, you got to leave now.
No, it's not. I threw it at the wall.
Yeah, I mean,
It's the only thing to do with avocados.
we are not cleansing. We are.
No, we are not
What is the
cleansing.
opposite of cleansing? Binging.
Binging. Yeah, we
that's what we're
binge.
doing.
That's what we
Yeah.
do for a living. Podcasts and binge eating.
So before we get underway, I think we're already underway now, but I'd just like to shout out to some of our sponsors. We've already mentioned, what's your new name again, Ad? OC Media Solutions. Also, we'd like to give Parcel Broker a shout out. Aimee, just give everyone a quick blast of what Parcel
Parcel Bocal. Parcel
Broker.
Bocal.
What are they about?
Parcelbroker.co.uk are a logistics company, and they have been incredibly useful over the lockdown period because we haven't been able to go anywhere and buy anything. So if you want to ship to people to places or get things to places to you, they use all the massive brands that you are familiar with of couriers, but they will get the best price for you.
So it's basically a modern day Postman Pat.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but with probably a sexier uniform maybe and less cats.
Less cats.
Less cats. So yeah, parcelbroker.co.uk. If you need something to get to somewhere from somewhere else, jump on the website and give them a look.
Are they allowed to send anything? Are there any things that you can't send in the post?
People, they can't send people, which used to be a thing.
Peoplecarrier.com would be great, wouldn't it?
People carrier.
I think that might be my new business.
Yeah.
We nicked
Well,
it.
you are an
People carrier.
entrepreneur after all. So yeah,
businesscarrier.com.
so like.
We
you
are the
could
people
send-
people,
you could-
literally.
You could send your kid across country.
You could buy a new one.
And yeah, no, well, yeah, but that's a different thing, I think.
Okay, so any other sponsors out there, after you've seen this disaster, we would love your sponsor as well. So if you'd like to have your brand on the show, especially if you're to do with the food area, that would be nice. But also, we're quite interested in getting anything for free. We should also shout out, actually, that we've had our lovely front banner printed. I think you can see that in the shot. Adam, where did this come from?
That sounded like Sean Connery to me.
Sean Cobbing and Ben Cobbing of Braintree Printing. So there you go. If you need something printed and you're in Braintree or further away, then Braintree Printing is the place for you. Sorry, we've just got new
voice.
microphones and I'm doing this
I know,
whole like.
they sound so good.
So this is the Shaw SM7B, and yeah, we've just basically been looking at everyone else's podcast and going, they've got one, we
they
want
look
one.
nice. Yeah, so now we've got them and we sound nice.
However, the next upgrade I'm going to make is a stand that actually holds it up, because Amy's one is
Get
nice and
some
solid,
books
and I'm just
underneath
looking
there.
down at my crotch, so,
You do
which is
that a
fine.
lot.
But I'm going to do I've got the thumb. I've got my thumbs up here, so I'm doing a constant thumbs up to hold it up. So that's fine.
We've
That's
got
fine.
loads of people tuning in here for all Scott's buddies. which
Who's
is
in the house?
amazing. Well, excellently, the internet's just frozen, so that's fantastic.
Who was in the house?
We've got Kim Treadwell, we've got Wendy Smith, Stevie, John, Brian, Blake, Ian, James. Somebody's shouted you.
All the best people.
Charlie, you are special, Charlie,
Oh.
they've said. And Janine, Ian are in the house, and possibly more. When I get the internet back, I will tell you who's commented.
Well, the good news is that the internet has provided us with some comments, and no one's commented yet saying we can't hear you, we can't see you, and all that stuff. So we are live
Hello.
officially. Woo!
Marvellous.
So Charlie, let's talk business.
Business.
Business. What do you do, man? Or what are you doing?
I do
He's
a bit.
got loads
I
of
do
stuff.
a bit of everything. Yeah, a bit of Jack the Lad, Jack the Trader kind of thing. So I run a software company with a business partner of mine, and I also have a media company that we do like PR, all that stuff.
Oh, so you could be handy in getting this lesser-known podcast out
I mean,
out
we
to the
do
world.
advertising, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Oh,
but-
okay, right.
Well,
Yeah.
fill us in then. That's very vague.
Yeah, so software, we are basically trading software, so Forex, all that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
But buy, sell.
Kind of, but with less buy, and sell. It's more just computers doing it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not as fun. You just
Binary code.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
So I'm
Are you required by law to wear like the 80s zoot suit with the flashy tie?
I'm one of those poker hats.
Yeah,
with the
the
green visor.
Ray-Bans and the sort of 70s
And you gotta-
mid-level Mercedes drophead
Or a
with
Jaguar.
cognac leather seats.
You've got to drive an old 90s Jaguar.
Ooh.
That barely works.
XJ220.
Yeah. Can you put a set of tyres on that? Yeah, $2,000.
I tell you, we'll have that as a sponsor as well. Jaguar, there
Yeah,
you go.
Jag,
Cheeky
I
plug.
fancy myself the new I-Pace, actually, Jaguar. So if you could maybe hook me up with one of them.
We should better just
that'd
park
be
it
lovely.
just in front of the table there.
Lovely. Yeah, amazing.
Do the podcast from it.
We could, from in
We
it.
actually could.
Yeah.
Like, the internet would probably be better
Yeah.
in a Jag.
So yeah, that's a testament to my house internet. Yeah, believe it or not, we are
in a basement, though.
We're in a basement, better known as Manor Studio Essex. We're kind of down talking that a bit, aren't we? But yeah, I'll sponsor it. Yeah, I got this microphone, so I've sponsored myself. So yeah, we're still kind of working out the kinks. You know, we've been chucking cables over walls, trying to get connections. We've got. I mean, you probably can't see it, but this is a right tip in here.
Yeah.
But we're making it work, and you know, when we get the big sponsor from that place, from Jaguar, that let us, you know, broadcast live from a big nice warehouse, nice studio, that'd be nice.
I mean, when you was looking at the microphones, was it like radio porn for you?
It was.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I'm a bit of a hoarder when it comes to radio stuff. I've got like 15 pairs of headphones, 7 mics, 4 arm stands.
And you didn't bring any of it tonight.
Yeah, thanks for that, mate.
No,
I just keep it safe in a cupboard.
I do. They've never been opened. Yeah, I'll leave them there and save them.
Actually, they've never been opened.
No,
I was going to
So
say. No,
radio, you've obviously been in radio then before. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so I have done everything in radio.
Everything. That's a big statement, Charlie.
Yes.
Topless Tuesdays.
Yes, I've done a Topless Tuesdays. No, I've made tea. I've researched. I've produced. I've hosted shows. I've been part of the street teams. Literally everything apart from BBC, which BBC if you're watching.
So you must feel quite comfortable here then in a really bad radio setup.
I mean, I'm used to talking in front of a mic, so this is easy for me.
He said it was easy. We should ramp it up.
What would be a hard thing in Charlie Sarson's life to do? If this is your easy thing.
A carb cleanse.
Day 3.
Carb cleanse. Yeah, tidying the house. I don't like that much.
Oh.
Yeah,
No one likes that, Charlie.
No, I don't know. There are some people out there who just love cleaning.
My other half.
Oh, really? Have you got one of them? You lucky. Well, I say I've got one of them.
It's you.
Oh, it's not me.
Are you not the cleaner?
No.
Actually, no. Greg, your husband, Greg, he's a bit of a tidy freak, isn't he?
Yeah.
I've been round yours before, and like I know we've had like games nights or whatever like that. And if I left, say, this cup like there, and I've not quite finished, you don't know if I finished or not though. It could well be finished, and he'll be just going, like just looking at it, like, you're gonna move that.
See, my old man's like that as well. I'm the chef in the family. I like cooking, and I'll turn around to put something on the stove. I'll turn around and all my stuff's gone. The chopping board, my knife, and I'll start swearing.
Now, you see, my husband's like that.
Yeah.
My husband is best friends with his brother. So
Dan Jones, shout out.
Yeah, we're best mates, and then his brother and my husband are best mates. And they went away to Santapod to watch the racing once, and they took our caravan. So they were all shacked up in the caravan. If you don't know Dan Jones, he's a man mountain. My husband is a big fella. So they're all in the caravan, and my husband basically chased Dan around the caravan with a handheld Dyson because Dan was eating a sandwich not in the designated area.
Where is the designated sandwich eating area in a camper van?
I think in my husband's like ideal place would be not in the caravan. If you want a sandwich, go and eat outside. Yeah.
If you want to get dressed, outside. If you want a sandwich, outside.
Yeah.
Shower, outside. Shit, inside.
Unless it's
not your shit.
I'm a little bit minging like that. I'm a bit like your brother. I will eat 3-day-old food, which I don't see a problem with.
3-day-old.
If it's not green and walking away, you can eat it. Apart from hummus.
Especially in lockdown, that's totally fine.
I mean, if it's green, just scrape it off.
Just if you want to eat it, you've got to shave it first.
Yeah.
Give it a quick shave. I have shave the food.
Yeah.
A lot of people call me mental for that.
No, my husband started writing a list on our fridge of the dates that he wanted us to eat things by. Like
Did he write it in pen on the like a sticker?
We've got post-it notes on the fridge, and you know, babe, it's the 22nd or whatever, and you haven't eaten those falafels. Oh, they'll be all right. I don't want them right now.
See, I lived on my own, so I'm one of these guys that I lived on my own, had my own place. I'd walk around the place, Starkers, eat a sandwich, wherever
I am that guy.
Yeah, and then I'll move back with my old man to look after him, and I still live by that way. I don't care.
It's not ideal when you're in like a Subway or something like that. Just walk around with your knob out.
Well, I've discovered that because I went from basically living in a lodge, basically just a very nice big shed at the end of basically somebody's lawn. Somebody had a great big house, loads of land, and they built like guest accommodation down there. It was lovely. Looked over the river, fields everywhere, and I used to do that. You'd walk around naked eating a sandwich until one day got out of the shower, walked from the shower into my bedroom. I'm observing the countryside. I can see the wildlife frolicking away in front of me. And out of the corner of my eye, I saw a 12-year-old boy.
Ooh.
It was the son of the landlord who had strayed beyond the boundaries of his garden and had basically just come down to sort of, I don't know, see if anyone was naked, I imagine. Oh, my God, I've never hit the floor harder in my entire life. I covered myself in a crochet blanket and just stood there and...
See, I've had that.
Yeah.
I have
What, a
had
crochet blanket?
Crochet
Yes,
blanket.
Just to cut in there, sorry. Amy's computer is being crap, just like my
I
internet.
think you'll find it's the internet.
However, my phone's working with said internet. So what I'm going to do is, just so we're not mugging off everyone who's watching, we've got 55 people in the house at the moment, which is awesome, which was better than last week's 4. So let me just see all the comments here. So Joe Wilson said, thank you for playing Scott's song and giving it a further plug. We haven't played it yet, but it's coming up. Kim Treadwell says, thank you for mentioning Scott. No problem at all. We're getting a lot of love for Scott tonight. Wendy Smith said it. Kim Treadwell again. Joe Wilson again. Janine Duckworth is watching the countdown clock, which has been and gone. So hopefully you're still here. Loads of love coming in for Scott. Loads of love for Charlie as well. Not as much, but some.
Somebody did say you are special, so...
We are checking the comments. I will be
I wanna know who
reviewing
that
these.
was.
If anyone's got any questions as well for either us or Charlie, let's put him on the spot. Let's delve deep into Charlie. That sounds weird. Let's find out as much as we can.
I
Sounds like a bit of a
there.
hamster thing, doesn't it? But so Charlie, so you're an entrepreneur. You've been on the radio and stuff like that.
Yep.
What are your dreams? Because outside you were saying that you've got some music and stuff in the
Yep.
in the mix.
So I brought out an album 5 years ago, and I was meant to follow up with one a year later, and then business took off. I sort of sidetracked it to be a businessman, and now I finally got back to it. I've now got time.
So when you say come back to it, I mean, did you abandon it at a certain stage and you're going to pick it up from exactly that point, or have you taken a bit of a turn and
No.
that's now in the bin?
So I picked it back up, and then, as you do, I'm very OCD with my music, with my production, and I deleted everything.
Brilliant.
eight tracks gone. See you later. And then I made an indie album.
So the album that you put out 5 years or so ago,
Yeah.
what kind of music was it?
So it was a.
Was it out? Did you say it was out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was out. I think it's still on Spotify. I took it down off Facebook because.
How do we find you on all your social media
So
handles?
it's just Charlie Sarson. That's it.
As in like the vinegar, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
See,
related
I
to
was
it,
going to
but
make a vinegar thing, and then I was like, no, Amy, nobody will
I am
know
actually-
what you're talking about.
I am actually related to the vinegar. Distantly, but I am related. It was my great-great-great-granddad that owned it. And then,
That's amazing!
but he sold it
That's
in
pretty
the 1800s for £600.
In the 1800s, 600 quid was quite a lot of money.
I'd rather the 15 billion it's worth now. But
Well, surely at some point, if all the right people die,
if
then you will be quite entitled to the...
if everyone
to the
from
Sarsons.
Heinz, no, I don't wish any bad luck on anyone from Heinz, but if you all die, then I get it. Yeah.
So do Heinz own Sarson
Yes, they do.
now? Mother flippers.
So when you go to Tesco's and buy some beans,
Yep.
is there a little bit of you that goes, one day,
I don't eat beans for that reason.
one day?
Out of
Oh,
pure bitterness,
you're bitter.
I do not eat beans. I only fling them at people, and it's normally outside
But
the
you
Heinz.
will take the inheritance if it comes your way.
Yes, I will. yeah.
And still not eat the beans.
No, I still won't eat the beans. I stray to Branston pickle because they're owned by Heinz as well. Not that I know much about this topic.
If you're
It
really,
does sound
if you're
like
really
you've
an
done a lot of
entrepreneur,
research.
if you're really an entrepreneur, my first thing would be, right, I'm related to the beans and bloody vinegar people. How
Yeah.
can I edge my way in? Let me in.
I did, when I first started business about 5 years ago, I thought, right, I'm going to buy Heinz. Turns out they're worth a lot of money.
You can buy a couple
Just
of
throw
the
a couple of
beans,
fivers
but
down.
just not
Yeah.
the whole company.
No, here's 500 quid, give me the company. Yeah, it don't work like that, sadly. I'm not bitter. No, not bitter.
I disagree with you.
I think I've had
actually.
about 8 counselling lessons.
When you
sessions
say
for
you're
it,
not
but
bitter, by boycotting beans, that's Does it get more bitter than that?
I'm just going to say they don't agree with me. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Who
What,
cares
because
if they
they're
agree with you?
carbs?
It's the plebs that eat them that you want, isn't
They
it?
don't agree with my bank account. That's the real reason.
Okay,
So,
that's what it is.
so Tesco's beans then, you would
Yeah.
eat them?
No, just I've got a little nervous twitch around beans now.
No beans?
Yeah.
Where has this
I've got
podcast
a funny,
gone?
I've got a funny bean-related story, actually. Like, my wife, Lydia, she likes beans. I like beans. But she can't hack, go near or touch a single bean. So you know when you've eaten your dinner and maybe one bean's come off the plate on the table or something like that, I've got to get that bean off. Like, she can't touch she can eat 3 beans, 2 beans, any amount of beans together, but one bean, solo bean, can't touch it. And she it freaks her out. It freaks her out, like just a single baked bean. I'd love to know in the comments if anyone else has some sort of weird food phobia, but I find that so bizarre. Like, I'm not scared of you in a pack, in a gang, but as soon as there's one-on-one
That's
beans,
amazing.
I'm out the door.
A judgmental person, but that's fucking bonkers, mate.
Yeah,
One
but there
bean.
are loads of things like that. My sister-in-law can't eat soft toast.
I wonder where
Like,
that
she
was going.
can't eat like a croissant.
What, soft toast is bread?
No, like it has to be like rock solid and really brittle with like no butter on it to soften it up. Like, she can't eat a croissant because it's too soft. Like, she will get a French stick and just eat the crust, just eat the bark around the outside. She won't eat the middle soft bit.
I mean, I'm like that with courgettes. I can't eat courgettes just because they're all mushy inside. And
Now, mushrooms, they can absolutely get stuffed.
Stuffed mushrooms.
Stuffed mushrooms.
they're quite nice. Actually.
No, mushrooms, I can't stand them. And my husband doesn't understand because I'm a vegetarian, and he's like, there's something wrong with you. I can't believe you don't eat mushrooms. You're a vegetarian. You should be living on mushrooms. Are you making that noise?
That is me. Sorry, I'm just trying to watch the comments as
Excellent.
they come in.
Yeah, so mushrooms. If the anti-mushroom brigade is out there, I will join your cause and we will fight them to the ends of the
I
earth.
think they're gorgeous. They go with everything. Absolutely everything.
I think that we've already learnt that you are a bit of a funny one, though.
I think you will find that out from my toast idea.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think you will find out I am funny. It's
You're building this up.
Yeah.
Now, last week's...
Do you know what it is?
I don't, but last episode's toast reveal was... what was it? It's cheese and mayonnaise.
Yeah.
see, I
On dry toast.
Yes,
No butter.
no butter lubrication.
I boycotted one of my ideas because I have the product I have later. I will say that the second one is with peanut butter as well, mixed together on toast.
Is it jam?
No, no, it's not jam.
Is it Marmite?
Nope.
No, but without giving it away, can you... are we talking like something exotic coming our way, or like how far out of the box have you gone?
I mean, when you're from Ilford like me, it's quite exotic.
Ilford, born and bred man and boy.
For you lot, probably not. But I didn't really see honey till I was about 12.
Well, you've just told
You're
us
just
what
giving
it
it
is.
away. Then.
Oh, bugger.
So let me guess, is it honey?
No, it's not actually. I'm going to backtrack very quickly there.
He's just going to see what else he's got in his pocket to put on this toast now, haven't you?
I've got some keys on toast, if that's any
Keys on
good.
toast. I
Yeah.
will actually take keys over honey. Yeah.
Yes, I think that is. I'll stuff that up big time. didn't I?
That's all right.
Yeah.
Don't
So
worry. I
they-
don't think
let's
people are
start
that
again.
invested in the podcast that they are devastated that now we know that honey is your choice topping.
I mean, that can go on the blooper reel.
yeah, it could do.
Yeah.
You know this is a live podcast. I think the bloopers are in this episode.
I mean, who cares? Who knows?
Yeah.
There's-
it's fine. So let's see. I'm assuming you've got this on you. Let's have a look. It's better be some good honey.
I'm gonna hand model. This is actually from Tesco as well, so we're gonna hand model it.
Have you got any particular boycott against this particular brand, or are you happy with that?
I mean, this isn't my one.
Let's hold it up for the camera. Let's see it.
There
Give us
you
it.
go. There you go.
Can we see that on one of these? It's honey. We all know.
I
What
mean,
that looks like.
I used to
Clear honey.
when I was on radio. I used to have Manuka honey.
Oh, yeah, because it's very good for your throat.
but it's like 15 quid a jar, and I used to go through like 2 jars a month.
Have you ever eaten honeycomb?
No, everyone says I love honeycomb ice cream, but everyone goes, "Oh, you should try
Yeah,
it."
no, but they're two totally different things.
We sound like robots on YouTube. Do we sound okay on Facebook though? So it's YouTube's fault. Damn
yeah,
you.
let's blame
It's
YouTube on
always
that
YouTube.
one.
Well, not to worry, because as you should all know by now that the audio from this will be uploaded to Spotify on our podcast page as well. So if you are suffering on YouTube, off that, join us on Facebook, or if not, subscribe to our Spotify, and you can listen to the clean audio right there. Are we still running on the Mac there? Should be all right, shouldn't we? Now, I'm just looking at my watch. We're nearing 1:30, so I'd like to get our first musical guest on, and then we're going to eat some toast. Sound good?
Sounds amazing.
All right, so who are we having first? We're having the band. Let's have the band. Which oh, we've got these lovely sexy cards, by the
We
way.
have got these lovely sexy cards. From Braintree Printing.
Printing.
We got you, babe.
All right, so let's tell you a little bit about this band. Are you into your rock music?
Massively.
Of course you are. Right, so Bad Touch are a 5-piece rock band from Norfolk, UK. Most people see growing up in Norfolk as a disadvantage, not sure why, but Bad Touch owe the core of their sound to their countryside surroundings. That sounds interesting.
Have you ever been to Norfolk? It is just the countryside.
I should read it like that, really, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
These formative years... No, I'm not going to do it. These formative years of listening to the likes of Led Zeppelin, the Black Crowes,
Yeah. Oh, God, I
Free
love
and Leonard Skinner, whilst looking out on the rolling countryside and hard-working people, gave them an escape to help create their infectious blend of rock, country and blues.
Interesting, not interesting fact of the week, which I do every week, even though this is only the second podcast we've done. I own a pair of jeans belonging to the lead singer of Leonard Skinner.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think just
Are they Leonard skin tight?
They are, I mean, I can just get them over my arms. They are.
That's where you
very,
wear every pair of trousers,
very,
isn't it?
very tight. Yeah. So Bad Touch play feel good rock and roll for the soul. Their never-ending mission to give you the night you'll never forget, which I'm pretty sure is every fella's dream. I imagine. A breakaway from the monotony and tyranny of life, and to leave anybody who is awesome enough to come to a gig smiling from ear to ear, and that is their mantra.
Having completed their 4th album at the legendary Rockfield Studios, not quite Manor Studio Essex though, is it? With Nick Bryan from The Darkness, Thunder, Ash, who's produced all them. The NWOCR favourites will release Kiss the Sky on 19th of June with Marshall Records. For all details regarding the upcoming release, please visit badtouchkissthesky.com and keep up to date with the boys on all socials at Bad Touch Rocks, Facebook and Instagram, Twitter, Bad Touch Rocks UK. So I'm pretty sure if you Google Bad Touch...
Oh, no,
you're
don't
gonna
just
find
Google
it.
Bad Touch. That
In
could
fact,
be...
let's put... What's the song title? I've lost it.
I've got it. It's the track we're going to play today is called See You Again.
So
and
if you put Bad Touch, See You Again.
yeah, then it will come up. And when I listened to this track before we came live on air, the opening bars just made me immediately think of the Black Crowes. So if the Black Crowes are your kind of jam, then you're going to love this. So we hope everybody enjoys.
Take it away. This is Bad Touch.
So this is your song. You taught me everything that a boy needs to know. You gave me everything, made your house my home. And I hope that you know you left home when you had to go back home.
Okay.
All right, welcome back. So once again, you just been watching Bad Touch. So let's have their socials once more. It's Bad Touch, kissthesky.com. Also on the socials at Bad Touch Rocks, or on Twitter it's Bad Touch Rocks UK. Thank you so much for sending me your stuff. If you're in a band or an artist and you want to be on the show, leave us a comment. Join the Toast Train page. Send us a message. Any way you want to get involved, you can, and we'll get you on the show. Easy.
Where are we going now?
Where do you want to go? Let's
I
eat some toast.
Well, I don't know. I think we want to do dad stuff. So if you saw our little snippet earlier, you would have seen that we are looking to hear from you guys on your bad dad jams, basically. Now, Father's Day is coming up, which is a day that mocks Mother's Day, quite frankly. If you're an exhausted mother like I am, we just begrudge you men every day, but you do get one day a year to just do what you normally do. And so that is this weekend. Now, we are lucky enough to have some dads with us still, and we are unlucky enough that a lot of the people that we love don't have their dads with us any longer. But what we want to hear is your bad dad jams. We want pearls of wisdom. Yeah, well, absolutely. We want to hear the pearls of wisdom, the cringe-worthy moments where your dad's trying to be sincere and give you that amazing life advice. Life hacks have just gone totally wrong. Embarrassing moments. We have been sent some that are just awful. So if you have any of your embarrassing dad moments that you want to send us, please drop them in the comments and we will read them out, because some of these are absolutely gold. But Charlie, have you got a bad... what's your dad like on embarrassing levels? Because both mine and Rob's dads just top the charts of embarrassing dads.
I mean this in the nicest way possible. He knows this. He's a blithering idiot. Absolutely
All dads
blithering
are.
idiot. Yeah. His best advice, bear in mind, let's go into some backstory. I'm severely allergic to seafood.
Oh.
Yeah, so he told me never to eat sushi on the underground.
Just
there.
But overground, wobbling free.
Yeah, because there's toilets.
Ah.
Yeah, but underground, never eat sushi.
Is it literally bang, gone?
Yeah, pretty much. Bang.
Oh, what's happening there? We've got some like...
Is it like an EpiPen situation?
Yes, it's like...
Oh, super bad news.
Yeah, it's like, get me to a hospital because this is going to be bad news kind of stuff.
Oh, that's savage.
With some fish,
Do you do the whole swollen face turn into a blob thing?
I
or
do
do
the
you
whole
just do
Rocky-
evacuate everything from your butt?
Depends what I eat, but some prawns is Rocky Balboa situation.
Ah.
Lobster is... Yeah. And lobster...
What, your voice goes?
Yeah. And lobster is get me to hospital. This is urgent kind of stuff.
So
Oh,
none
God,
of them
that's
are getting me the bowl though. Like,
What do you mean?
you know, for either side.
Yeah, no, prawn... When I blow up in the face, it's...
I don't know. I'm so obsessed with this.
Yeah, I don't know
I just
why.
need to know. I need to know.
When there's a rule I've got, if your face is going to blow up, so is your ass.
No, but that's... I mean,
That is a
wise
mantra
words.
that everyone should live by.
Wise
Yeah.
words. Right, have we got... What have we
Oh,
got
my
going
mum's
on here?
watching.
Hello,
There you go.
Mum.
Hello, Mum. You all right? So just on the comments here, I don't want to ignore everyone. So there's a lot of love for the band. They love that. So again, if you're in a band, then get yourself on here. Greg Templey's talking. It's called Hilltop Honey. Sainsbury's sell it.
I know what he's talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the honey. This is about the honey, isn't it? Now,
I would
my-
imagine so, as I said the word honey in that sentence.
my husband recently bought some Hilltop honey, and I can't even say it. It's got the honeycomb in it, in the jar. Now,
So it's basically a crunchy.
no, have you ever had it?
No.
Mate, it's like eating a wax candle.
So it's bad.
It's bad, but there are some scientific studies out there that say that it can be beneficial to
No, but
you.
like, do you eat it because you go, that's well nice, or do you eat it because of this benefit?
Yeah, no, you eat it because you're an idiot. Like, I literally, when I think about it, it makes my teeth go funny. I can't comprehend why anybody would want to eat it. Now, I don't eat honey, so I've sort of lucked out on the old toast toppings.
But this
tonight.
isn't a knock at Sainsbury's. If Sainsbury's want to sponsor the show, then we'll absolutely
Yeah,
eat your
I
honey
love
and
honey
promote it.
so much.
I mean, I might send some honeycomb wax for Rob to eat next show.
Yeah,
Just-
I'll bring some from home because I'm not going to eat it.
You're just obsessed with the honey
Yeah.
stuff at the
I
minute.
mean, what's not to love?
It's rank.
I like honey.
It's healthier than sugar.
No, give me the sugar. Give me the,
I have
give
a
me
black
the sugar,
coffee
man.
and a tablespoon of
So
honey. Done.
we-
Oh,
we've
the
gone-
honey in the coffee.
Yeah.
We've gone off on a bit of a tangent here. So your dad had useless advice about seafood.
Yeah.
One thing I'd like to just get in here before we hit the comments is one story that always sticks in my head about my dad. R.I.P. He's not here anymore. But I remember one of the "what are you doing" moments. Well,
There were
there's a lot.
millions of
There's a
your
lot,
dad.
but I remember I used to be, when I was a kid, like from the age of 6, like up to actually to about 20, but like when I was young in this marching band, right? Every year we'd have this like annual party, you know, sort of awards night thing. And one year it was fancy dress, and
To be fair, your dad did love a bit
he
of
did
fancy
make
dress.
some wicked fancy dress stuff for us and everything else. But basically, bear in mind, it's mainly kids everywhere and some parents, whatever. And he has come as a dirty vicar with the arse cut out of each bum cheek on his trousers, right? So he's literally got his 50-plus-year-old white hairy arse. And my mum, like bless her, like she would have been like,
Leslie!
but you know, he would have waited till the last minute to dive out the
Oh,
door.
yeah. I think that we have a photograph of when, I think it was when Dan got married. They got married in Colchester Town Hall, and there's loads of like fabulously famous antique things on the wall, and your dad
do not touch stuff.
do not touch these
Oh, the
swords.
Admiral
And
thing.
yeah, and there's a photograph, and the wedding photographer took a photograph of him pulling a really stupid face with like a sword and a sash and like a bicorn from like 1820 that the Lord Mayor wore, and that's in. That is dad.
And meanwhile, next to him is the statue that is now naked.
Yeah.
Who's wearing all of that stuff?
So that was
Priceless items.
like your dad, like God love him, has just been. Well, I've called your dad since I've known you for 20 years, and he was and still is in memory an incredible man. I had a flashback the other day because I was thinking about Father's Day, and I remember waking up in a spare room at your house after a very, very late toast train night, and I woke up and went, "Oh my God, it's Mother's Day today," and your dad drove me home. I don't know how we made it home.
Yeah, he's shit driver.
He was literally
Proper
the
shit.
worst driver on the planet.
You know
And
the
I was
two-
like,
you know the
Les,
two hands on the wheel the whole time?
Les, curb, to the right. And we stopped at the co-op. Oh, and he went and turned round, and then I lost him. And I think it took about 2 hours to do about a 20-minute
that
journey.
sounds like him.
But what a legend for doing that. What a legend.
But he was that real bad driver. I mean, like he was like everything has to have the handbrake in between it. So check mirror, handbrake. Put the seat
Yeah.
back, handbrake.
Which is no good if you wake up really, really hungover after a late night and you're driving home and you're juddering around all like this with
But
that kind of
he
lovely
did
washing machine belly vibe.
He did that 2 hands on the
Yeah,
steering wheel.
2
So
hands,
obviously, even
10
if you've got
and
to
2,
turn
10 and
quickly,
2, feed the wheel, feed the
you
wheel.
know you can't turn quickly like that. It'd be like, and then we clunking,
Straight over the
obviously,
top of roundabouts.
And between each move, it's handbrake, check that, and it was just, honestly, it was like wacky races, man.
It was exactly like that.
But that's what made it brilliant. Like, and he used to he used to drive us to band practice when I was really young, and he'd stick us in the back of the car in his like work van at the time, and obviously he's doing this shocking driving like that, and we're in the back with just in a plywood back van, and
Tools flying
we're going
about
like,
everywhere.
we're like two in a phone in the back. You know that scene out of Anchorman 2 when they're like flying through the air in the back of the
Yeah,
van?
in a camper
That
van.
is literally us on the way to band practice every time. And we'd get out and everything's broken, like guitar's in half or something like that. And it's like, oh, you all right, guys? Cheers, Dad.
Oh, amazing. Have we got some dad? You have a look at the comments
Let's
and
have
see
a look.
what's going on here.
Your husband telling you that you have to eat the honey. Big rule.
Greg has
Oh yes,
apparently
because of
said
the
you
post-it
must eat
notes
the honey.
on post-it notes on the fridge tell me that I have to eat the honey. Well, he
Adam,
can
what did I
stick
tell you
that up
about
his
shouting?
jumper.
You need to shout, man. We're going to get this man a microphone.
I
We've
think
got
we
to
do
get him.
need to mic him up. He does too much sighing with the technology to be mic'd up. So so a little while ago we did a bit of a shout out to people with their pearls of wisdom of bad dad jams, and I got some absolute gems on here, so I'm going to read a couple out. This is from my good buddy Chris, and he said, my dad is genuinely well embarrassing but brilliant in equal measure. He turned up at school once with a proper old school ghetto blaster on his shoulder, shouting, "Surprise!" And he thought he was going to get a puppy or something amazing, but the surprise was just the fact that it was his dad turning up to school to pick him up with a ghetto blaster. He was also in a bright red Mazda work van at the time, and he played loud music through the streets of Torquay all the way home. Ploughed. If he's taught me anything, it's to be totally yourself, regardless to what people think. He's got one more here. He's got himself and Chris Jamiroquai synchronised tour tickets at Wembley Arena. He thought it was amazing, except that his dad was wearing Jesus Creeper sandals and socks.
Sock plus sandal equals beard.
What have we got? Oh, yeah, so another one here. When my dad jumped a red light in the car, he used to go, no, it's all right, you get 2 seconds at a red light. I've discovered as an adult that is not true, she says.
Niente
He
seconds.
also rapped, this is amazing, Rapper's Delight to me and claimed that he had written it himself. I thought he was a genius. Turns out he was an absolute fraud.
Can we have a little rendition, Aim?
I'm pretty sure that Rapper's Delight is the one that goes hip, hop, hip to the hippity, hip, hop, bop, bop. You don't stop rocking to the bang, bang, boogie. Up jump the boogie, the bang, bang, ring the beat. Yeah, that's how that goes. Word for word, verbatim.
New single.
Yeah. And somebody else here. What is this? My dad dressed up as the Pink Panther at my school sports day, and I recognised him because he had an absolute rascal pair of early 90s. Oh, bring back rascal for a word. He had an absolute rascal pair of early 90s moccasins on. He told me to shut up under his Pink Panther helmet. That is absolutely amazing. Have we got any more here? Mel's dad, the quote from Mel's dad, this is a pearl of wisdom: never miss an opportunity to shut up. Circa 1997, Peter Smith. Amazing.
Brilliant. Been trumped there. I think my favourite was definitely the one before.
Yeah.
The one before that.
The
moccasins.
Rascal.
Yeah. Rascal moccasins.
We got to just bring back the word rascal. I'm going to try and shoehorn the word rascal.
We're going to fit it in tonight, shall we?
Absolutely.
Quick shout out. We've got William Clays in the house. We've got Elliot Richardson in the house.
Hey!
We've got my wife Lydia in the house. We've got Joe Wilson, Janine Duckworth. Greg is still in the house, and I can't scroll back any further than that. So thank you all for watching. We're not quite done yet, so don't go anywhere. Still time to share. And if you're just joining us right now, you can go to the start of this video now if you want to see the whole thing.
It's magic, basically. Internet magic.
Right, I'm looking at my watch. It's toast time, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's toast time. So, Charlie, you got a nice bit of Kingsmill 50-50 there.
I have.
We thought we'd go 50-50 just for anyone who's on the fence, just like 50-50 is. As you get the bread out, let's get going. What's your normal go-to loaf?
Right, so I'm a bit weird.
We've discovered
hand
that.
sanitizer, good man.
Hand sanitizer. I'm a bit weird. I like any bread but the seeded one. I think that's horrible. I'm not a bird, so...
Okay.
So when you go to McDonald's, right, do you pick the seeds off the bun?
No, that's all right, but you know, like the big
What's the difference?
walnut things in the actual
Yeah, I mean,
loaf.
if you put walnuts in
yeah.
a loaf, then that's no
I
good.
thought you meant the little,
Yeah, I thought you were talking about
Sesames.
like chia seeds and
No, that's
sesame
all right.
seeds.
I don't mind a bit of, is it soya loaf or whatever it's called?
Yep,
Yeah.
soda bread.
Yeah, I've
No
had all
mind a bit of
that.
Oh, I don't mind a bit of soda bread.
I love a bit of soda bread.
When we was on tour in Ireland, they had this
Yeah,
soda
soda
bread
bread.
in the morning, obviously hung over to shit, and soda bread with instead of normal toast and that with the
Yeah.
fry up, bang.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
You've taken a long time to get this
but
this bread
I
out.
was washing my hands and
Yeah.
making sure I was safe.
Okay, so here's a question for you then, Charlie, my lad. Late night,
Yeah.
had a few whiskies,
Brewskis, yeah.
in the local.
Yeah.
What is your late night? Oh, fancy a bit of toast topping.
I mean,
When you get home drunk.
I'm really sorry you're not like this one, but it's a bit of corned beef. Yeah, it's a
Do
corned
people still eat
Yeah,
corned
it's got-
beef?
corned
Do you
beef.
know what? I don't buy it, but if I hit Mum's house one day, you know she's got it in there.
Oh, always.
And
Pamela corned beef Jones.
I think is that the one?
Is
Yeah, I
that
think that's the one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
that's
in.
the start.
Can you
There we go.
just stick your fingers in? Is it hot?
Have you got a knife or a fork
There's
or
a
Yeah.
knife on the tray, mate.
Oh.
Where was I going? Yeah. So
Corned beef mum.
Yeah, so she's always got a bit of corned beef lying about, and I'll just eat that.
See, I love
Like,
a span
honestly,
for it.
on paper, it's so shocking. Like
Yeah.
it's just like dicks and lips, isn't it? But, but it's so
and you
good.
wonder why I'm a vegetarian.
But it's so good.
I mean, I love a spam fritter as well.
What is a spam?
I've never had that.
So
that sounds
it is
grim.
spam.
That's fried spam,
Yeah, so you put it in like
Spam,
batter.
spam. Baked beans, spam. Oh, no, you're not allowed beans,
No.
are you?
Sorry, I just,
Boycott beans. Bean boycotter.
I'm just twitching again. Stop saying that word. You put it in batter. I normally use Guinness for a beer batter.
Wait, bear in mind, you're pissed as a fart when you get in.
Yeah.
You prep all this. You get a
I'm
pint of
actually-
Guinness out and you start battering.
I will
Surely you
start-
just need something that's out the
Battering
tin.
whilst battering.
You need something that's out the can
No,
straight
so
away.
I do full meals. I've had my mates
Oh,
round.
you did say you're a cook though, so maybe this is
Yeah,
your
so
drunk a la carte shit
When
coming
you
out.
turn into a chef when you've had a drink.
I mean, I like to consider a bit of a chef anyway, but I think it's more, I get a little bit more fancy, so I might get a...
Is this when you're on your own or with like...
No,
you know,
with mates as well.
With a
right?
bird or whatever?
With everyone.
Oh, actually, we are getting some spam in batter.
Yeah.
Love here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll
buy
stand corrected.
Deep fry the spam, Kim's saying.
Yeah. Yeah, spam fritters. Some of the best things you've ever had.
What
trust me.
actually is spam?
It's just
No idea.
reconstituted.
I think it's pork.
But what,
Oh,
like,
I
what
think it's
is it
meant
though?
to-
Like,
I think
what is in the can?
I think it's meant... It's like it's like...
Obviously, DNA-wise, you're saying it's pork.
It's meant to be pork.
But what, like,
It
you
looks-
know,
it looks
a
like
pig
pork.
is a big old animal. It could be like the toe, couldn't it? What is it?
Ooh, here we go.
Oh,
We've
toast
popped.
time.
Here we
Now,
go.
for those that last week tuned in, you will... we still got a bit of charring
Still a
on
little
there.
bit charring.
Well,
That's
so
good
we've
for
got
me.
It. Yeah, that's
That's
good
good.
for Rob.
The only thing is you haven't toasted the top, which means you put the bread in the wrong way.
No, I did see.
You need
he
to
did-
go
he
horizontally.
Did try to go landscape.
You can't portrait.
He couldn't.
No, I couldn't do it.
Always.
No, it's going
portrait.
cold. Quick.
Right, let's do this.
Never
Okay,
portrait.
so he's going to talk us through.
I'm quite generous with the honey, so I tend to go
So
like
you
this.
don't do.
Can we see
butter
this on the video?
Also,
Yeah.
do
I'll-
people do
I'll
butter?
hold it like that.
Toast cam. There you go.
Toast cam. Yes, love
See,
that.
I don't put butter on it when I do
But do
honey.
people?
I mean, I think you're a bit wrong if you do.
Okay.
Amy's not going to eat one, so it's just me and you, I think.
Second
Yeah.
time now we've had some.
No butter. I'm
See,
amazed.
I don't even spread it. I just leave it as it is.
Oh, it's something
Send it
wrong,
over.
mate.
So look then.
Because it's like little pockets of goodness.
Let
And
me smell it.
Yeah, but what you've done, like, no offense, right? I like honey, I like toast.
Yeah.
But what you've done is
That's
just
a
go.
song, isn't it?
You've literally just gone
I like honey.
like that.
yeah, but that's what
But
happens
for the
when
camera, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. It's just a few little flicks
And he said he was generous.
in the
I
middle.
think he's a liar.
So not only have I got the non-toasted bit on the edge, I've got the other toasted side without that any honey on it either. So I'm not gonna knock you till I've tried it. So
I mean,
obviously to get to the middle, I've got to eat some of the outside first.
Yeah, but that's why it's even better. Because it's like, oh, just normal toast. It's boring and all.
So it's a bit like a
Yeah.
warm-up band and then the
Sorry.
main act.
Apparently, somebody's watching this with subtitles on, and the subtitles have told somebody that
Who's doing subtitles?
you love sperm fritters.
Who's doing subtitles?
Apparently,
Is that a thing?
decided to turn the subtitles on and it automatically generated.
That's
Whoa.
amazing.
So is that an exclusive, Rob?
So,
like sperm
so
Yeah.
can I just
sperm
test out these
fritters.
subtitles then? Spam. Spam. I'd love to know if that says spam.
Please
If
keep
not,
us
I've just said
posted.
sperm
Okay,
twice.
so Kim has been quite helpful today. Kim, a massive shout out to you, Kim Treadwell. Spam is pork and ham, modified potato starch, and natural gelatin.
All the stuff every human body needs.
Yeah.
So the subtitle said,
Oh, go on. Speak up.
you're going to try an explosive and then spam.
That is fantastic.
So just if you didn't hear that, apparently the decoded
Subtitles.
subtitles said that I said, was it if you haven't
Try a bomb.
if you haven't tried an explosive, spam. But it said spam. So it got spam right, but it just got everything else I,
I mean,
said wrong.
it could have been worse.
Oh, so Aaron,
Facebook,
thank you
you've
for
got
that.
millions of pounds. You can get that right.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't know it was a
I
thing,
think
to be fair.
sperm fritters. I mean, they're technically vegetarian.
Thing is, though, do you know what's really scary, right? Like, I've got an idea why I think Facebook have added that feature, because it's a way of them tapping in and listening to your live feeds and knowing what you're saying. Because
but
that
it's-
text can get, like, interpreted and
Yeah,
sent
yeah,
off.
yeah. But it's also good for people who
Oh,
have hard of hearing.
yeah, the
who-
obvious bit. But what I mean is, it's another way that Facebook can algorithmically get under your skin.
Yeah, well, you know all about this because you're
Yeah,
you're
I
the
mean-
Matrix, aren't you?
But back to the important stuff. I'm trying to eat this slice of toast,
So,
right?
apparently,
and there's only
yeah.
honey in the middle, and I've
Do you
just
want
made
me
it
to
to the middle.
squirt some more on there?
Go
However,
on, go on. Treat
now
yourself.
I'm in the middle. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good, and it doesn't need butter.
And in all fairness, it's easy to do when you're pissed.
It doesn't need butter. I like it.
There you go.
Cheers.
That is 2 in a row. That is a win-win twice.
I get that it's easy to make, but I'm just not really sure that I'd put honey on toast
I mean,
whilst drunk. I want something meat.
I mean, when I'm not drunk,
Okay, like kebabified it.
Well, no, just like...
Yeah, but
Do you want you like dirty?
You said you
would-
liked something meaty, but you liked last episode's one.
cheese and mayonnaise
mayo.
with no butter went down well.
And a bit of flavour. That's just honey on bread.
I mean, when
It's good though.
I'm not
It's good.
drunk, I like peanut butter and honey. It sounds weird. and
Somebody has opposed
That's
that,
all right.
by
it
the
is
way.
weird. Even I eat it and go, oh, I don't know. And then you have a few more bites. Go, actually, that's all right.
Yeah, I've got a friend who mixes Marmite and peanut butter.
Can I tell you one shit thing about this now?
Sticky
Yeah.
hands.
I've got sticky hands and now I've got sticky
And,
trousers.
and that's why I don't put it on the
And
edges.
that's
why
literally
It's a honey hack. Don't put it on the
my
edges.
leg is just sticky
Yeah,
now,
but if
which
you don't-
is very suspect.
if you hold the corner with no honey on it, perfect.
Yeah, that's true.
You're-
Actually,
you're a
Amy,
genius.
you've jeopardised my.
Oh, it's my
corners.
fault now
Well,
because you asked for more honey.
Well, you went against the Sarson, and but in conclusion, I'm in. I like it.
Good.
Okay, so
I would, however, question your spreading, but
Mm.
I like the flavour, I like the taste, and you've cooked a good bit of toast there.
I mean,
Other than the end that wasn't cooked.
I'm a
So
little.
I'm going to
weird.
give you. Amy, you've got no sort of vote
I've
on
got
this, really, have you?
nothing.
Well, Amy's vote will be none out of 10 because
Yeah.
she didn't eat it. But I'm going to give you a strong 5.
I'll take that. I'll take
What did we have
That's
last
not-
time?
it's 6. It was 6
Yeah.
for mayo. For
Now,
mayo and cheese was a 6.
Mayo and cheese was a bit more.
No, the mayo and cheese was a little bit more,
This is-
a few pints down.
This is
get
nice,
in.
though. This
I
is
was
nice.
going to go. What my second option was Stilton and Branston.
So you would have had a winner there.
Should have done, but I was
No.
on the train today. And I didn't want to come home with Stilton because it stinks.
But you still went to the
You
shop and bought
are
honey.
a wise man.
Yeah.
Amy, have we got any more dad things?
Well, we can.
I'm going to
only
leave you with
see-
Amy. I'm going to wash my hands. I'm all sticky. I don't want to get it out of my new nice
Who
sexy
does
microphone.
toast like that? That's amazing. We've got a couple more inboxes for the dad jam. So a couple. Go sort out your sticky fingers, love. Right. So my dad, the legendary Cliff Tuck. He's not one for the sit down one-on-one, let me impart some amazing information to you, daughter type thing. It was like, this is how you put up a stud wall, and I'll bore you if you want a tool chest for your birthday. Amazing. So my dad's wise words to me was, your elbow and your knee are the strongest parts of your body. If you ever get in trouble, boff, boff. And another one, if I ever get in trouble, I will use that for sure. And the other one was...
just on that point now, I've just come in on this bit.
What?
Your elbow and your knee are the strongest points of your body.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone do this, right? Get your elbow skin,
It's called your weenus.
your weenus, squeeze that. You don't
you don't
as
have to tell-
hard as you can. You can't feel it. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing.
On the update on the whole toast,
Yeah.
Kim Treadwell says ham, cheese, onion, toast.
For your late night.
Ham, cheese, and onion. That's quite a safe. Like you're not going to go wrong with cheese.
No, but
that's not
I
right.
said last week, cheese is the answer to most of life's problems. But yeah,
What's your
I
favourite
would.
cheese?
I would
I wanna
get
hear
rid
some-
of it. Well, you see,
I wanna hear
li-
some real
like
challenges,
I
though.
like a vintage cheddar.
Oh no.
I want to hear like obscure on toast.
Yes.
And it
Yeah,
works.
like mango.
Not,
and,
not just like Haribo and
yeah.
like donuts.
Seaweed.
Like something that actually works.
Now, Haribo and donuts, vegetarian Haribo and donuts, I would be well down for that.
Yeah, because it's the gelatin, isn't it?
Yeah,
that
it's
you
the
can't
old.
have.
dead
Let's not go
stuff.
down the vegan rabbit hole because
No,
that's deep.
no, that is deep. We've got one more piece of dad advice from Aimee Secretan, and her dad said, never fart in a lift, which actually,
Makes total sense.
not a bad
In
idea.
all fairness, I
Do you think it's
disagree with
better
that.
to fart in the lift when it's going up so the fart goes down with gravity, or if the lift's coming down, does the fart go
I don't think
up to the nose quicker.
I don't think
I know
that
the air
lifts
doesn't move.
The lift is not going fast enough to dissipate a fart either north or south of a person.
No, but like I'm aware the air will move with you in a way, but
I think just avoid farting in lifts.
Yeah,
full
fine.
stop.
I don't know. I'm the kind of arsehole that does it for a bit of fun.
Yeah, that does make
I'll
you an
walk in and
arsehole.
go,
would you like people to hear that you've done it as well?
Oh, yeah.
So like when the door goes, ding,
as
people
you
click the
already
button
know,
and then
I'm weird and I do not care. I don't care.
you've
No,
not
it's
let
fine.
one rip tonight yet,
That
or
you
have
know,
you?
That you know of.
That's what I mean. So you kept it.
Yeah, well, I done it as I walked past to the toilet. I didn't. No,
We
I'm
did
gonna,
wonder.
I'm going to wait till I leave.
Yeah,
So
that's kind.
I'm going to literally let
Not
one
a
go.
total arsehole
and
then.
I'm going to,
Knock us in with it.
yeah, I'm literally going to just peg it over the fence after I've done it. Done, gone.
Straight into Adz's garden.
I call it I call it a phantom fart. Done.
Well, look, I think we're nearly at the end of the hour. So what I'd
We
like to do is
are.
just give all our sponsors and then anything we want to plug, another quick plug, and also Charlie, we want to hear some plugs from yourself, and then we're
Yeah.
going to go to something very, very special. But Charlie, let's start with you. Let's absolutely everything. So your music stuff, your business stuff,
Right.
your personal stuff, anything that you want to promote. Here's your window, because this video is going to be here until Facebook is deleted.
So go
it can
follow-
get watched again at any time. It's going to be on Spotify. So this is your chance. Go.
and Apple Music now.
And for
also.
all
And
of my,
any other podcast places.
all of my music stuff is on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple, and
As what?
SoundCloud as Charlie_Sarson.
Okay.
Simple. And then
Oh, Charlie IE, yeah?
yes,
Yeah.
I don't spell it well. I'm not crazy. And then all my business stuff, systemstraders.com. Simple. That's me software company. And then SCK.com. Simple. That's all for your media needs.
Oh,
That's
for
it.
all your media needs.
PR and everything.
And what we're going to get
Amazing.
Adam to do as well is put all that in the comments, in the information
good to
bit,
me.
so people can find that and check the comments if
So
you've missed it.
Can we just quickly rewind back to the music thing? Because obviously you took everything down because you
Yeah.
know, you just decided that that's what you were going to do. So
Yeah.
where are you at now? We've got new stuff coming
So
out. We're
I've
producing new.
yes,
Or what's coming up?
We've got a new album on the way, probably end of the year, maybe start of
And
next
what
year.
kind of stuff is that going to be?
It's more of a Fatboy Slim Daft Punk vibe.
Ooh.
Fatboy
90s.
Punk.
Yeah, Fatboy Punk.
Daft
I
Boy Slim.
remember buying a Daft Punk album. I waited so long for it to come out. It's when I used to work at Andy's Records in Chelmsford when my pay packet came
Andy's
out.
Records.
Oh,
That's as
God.
old as our price, isn't it?
Yeah, that it used to be in our Price's shop, I think, in Chelmsford. If there's any old Chelmsfordians out there that can correct me. But yeah, when the Daft Punk album came out, it was the first thing I got my hands on with my pay packet. And I listen to it now. I just
See, I
love
might use
it.
that name, Slim Boy Daft. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good idea.
No. The marketing
Fat
guy.
Boy Daft.
Yeah, Fatboy Daft. That's the marketing guy. He's going, no, don't use it. Don't
Yeah,
use
don't
it.
do that.
Yeah, so it's going in a more electronic Fatboy Daft Punk.
A bit of a 90s vibe.
So
Yeah.
are you going to have something that
Really?
just repeats itself,
No.
repeats itself,
'Cause my favourite
repeats
kind-
itself, and then you get married to Zoe Ball?
No.
But then you get divorced from Zoe Ball.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
lose everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm a Guns N' Roses fan at heart.
Ah.
And all
So
that
that's
kind
why
of
you've
stuff.
chosen to go down the Daft Punk
Yeah,
road.
so it makes a lot of
just-
sense for you to be...
I've walked away from the rock stuff, but I
yeah.
love Guns N' Roses.
Yeah. So you've got, I record all my guitars. There's a lot of people that use synths and all that. I don't really use pre-built stuff. I like to record it all in-house and make it feel real. So all my
Okay,
stuff.
awesome. So you're going to be real-lifing your actual instruments and then
Yeah.
layering over beats and bringing
Yeah,
it back
so-
90s.
Bit of a hybrid.
One of my songs, the kick is actually a nail gun. Little tip.
Hey!
Yeah, it's a nail gun.
you
That must
could-
have been
you
fairly
could
dangerous to
lay
record.
you could lay your decking outside.
Okay, yep, we're in the
Yeah.
vocal booth. We're ready for your take. Here we go. Hang on a minute. Where did you aim that?
I mean, there is now a hole.
We now
through
have
my
one less
vocal booth.
microphone.
Yeah, there's a hole through my vocal booth now, but it works, so it's fine.
Amazing.
And obviously, just repeat that as well.
Yeah.
Oh, I've run
you
out of gas, Mum.
Can we clip that? I might use that.
Well, there you go.
like
So
that.
No
if you use my sample of a kick drum there, which was really,
Yeah.
I want cutting in on
And
the
I,
record.
Yeah.
I've run out of gas, Mum. I'm going to use
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no problem.
That's
you can
the
have
new
that.
remix.
I've run out. I guess. Oh, we've already written half the album for
There you
you.
go. I think we need royalties from that. We've
All
had
right.
another very, very quickly. Aaron says, weird thing that works too is hummus and beetroot with some mint. That far too
Who looks
organised.
for that when they're
Far
pissed?
too organised after a couple of drinks to get.
That's a bit
Where
fancy.
did I leave the
Oh,
mint?
lads, don't worry about a kebab. I've got a bit of mint at home and probably a bit of beetroot and hummus
But
to finish it
Aaron,
off.
if that's your jam, man, then that's cool.
No,
And
it's
thank
not
you
jam.
It's not. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Thank you very much for
Like
putting
it,
all
though.
your comments in. We really, really appreciate this. Full English.
English.
Full English.
Ah, English.
The breakfast and morning after, ham and cheese, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, loads of comments tonight. I'm getting a lot of slack for the anti-honey thing, but
It's going to happen.
that's fine.
So are you all plugged out?
I think I'm all plugged out. Just if you want, go and like me on Facebook as well.
Yeah, that would be mega. And then you can come back at the end of the year and we can play the tracks from the new album.
If it's ready. I'm notorious for delaying albums, but yeah, it should be ready.
Just don't
It'll be
delete this
ready.
one.
It'll be
But
ready. Yeah, just don't delete
Let's
it.
have a round of applause for Charlie, everybody.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you
on
for having me,
tonight.
guys.
It's been mega.
Yeah, brilliant. You are second guest, so if this podcast blows up one day,
Which it will,
in about 20
Jaguar.
years' time, then people will go, well, I wonder what the first episode was. It wasn't you, but the second one was.
In all
And that's,
fairness,
and that's a big statement.
If it blows up, can I come back and I promise not to bring honey?
Yes, but
That's-
if
that's a
you
deal.
also don't bring anything with animal products in it, that would be really rad too.
Marmite, I don't
Yeah,
eat it. But...
you're not a Marmite guy.
No, why would you be?
He's a
Because
hate it.
Marmite's amazing.
It's like wallpaper paste.
No, you eat mushrooms, so you're wrong.
Yeah,
There
I'll
you go.
take that.
That's
I'll take
that.
That's basically signed you out of the show, Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's have a quick wrap-up of our sponsors as well. Adam, what's your bloody name again?
OC Media Solutions.
OC Media, without his voice breaking. And now ocmedia.com? Dot what?
OCM.solutions.
Okay, so it's another name for his
OCM
website.
Solutions.
Okay, there you go. And Adam has sorted out all of our tech tonight. He's been an absolute diamond for the show. We couldn't do it without him, so let's get it for
No,
Adam.
hey.
Okay, Aimee, you know all about Parcel Broker because you're
Parcel
married to the
Broker,
guy, so
yeah,
let's hear
we
it.
did mention them earlier. Parcelbroker.co.uk are our sponsors of this podcast, which is going to get massive because you're all going to share it so much. But if you need to send things from A to B, then you need to get onto parcelbroker.co.uk and check them out. They use all the branded couriers that you know, and they will also give you the best price that you can find too. So save money sending by going to www.parcelbroker.co.uk.
So thank you for everyone who has been watching tonight. Again, if you're in a band, if you're a singer, or if you just got something you want to promote, or if you want to be a sponsor, any way you want to get involved in the show, if you want to be a guest, if you've got ideas for what we can put on toast, or just anything that we should be talking about, then you can email us at
Hello
at
toasttrain.tv.
toasttrain.tv. Obviously, we've got all the socials at Toast Train TV as well.
And it's
yeah,
really
thank you.
important that we say that we love you because we really do appreciate you all jumping on and spending your Wednesday evening with us. It is amazing. But, if you could just keep sharing it with all your
Absolutely.
buddies, that would be fantastic.
We're going to be doing this bi-weekly, so every other Wednesday we're going to be hopefully here. So yeah, we can only do this with you guys, sharing it. The more people that like the page, the more people we can pester and annoy with it. So
Yeah, like Jaguar.
I think it's time that we move on to this very special part of the show.
This is very, very special.
Every show we're going to close the show with a song as well, but tonight I think this is the one it needs to be. So we're hoping, I'm going to read this off a card, I want this to be read as it is. We're hoping you will all support this amazing cause. A good friend of Braintree and a very popular member of our community was tragically taken from us. Scott Gilhooly was the landlord of the Swiss Bell public house in Braintree. He was a huge pillar of our community. He worked so hard to support charities and has raised thousands of pounds to have defibrillators installed around Braintree town.
In memory of his name, David, Elliot and a couple of others of Scott's closest friends managed to get a song that Scott performed in his pub during an open mic night released onto all the main music streams. The song Only You was originally made famous by Yazoo.
Now, every penny made from each purchase of his song is going to the homeless shelter, Hope, in Braintree, Essex, a charity Scott was actively supporting. And within days of the release, Scott became #1 on all major streaming music sites.
We would like to ask the support from everyone to purchase this song to keep Scott's memory going and to continue his great charity work and, of course, keep him as #1 in the music stream charts.
All right, so it's the purchase. Please type in your search engine Scott Gilhooly, that's SCOTTGILHOOLY, Only You, into any music site or Google, including iTunes, Amazon, Spotify, etc. And now we hand you over to the man himself. This is Mr. Scott Gilhooly. gone but not forgotten. We've been the Toast Train. My co-host, Aimee Templey.
Hey.
And I'm Rob. I'll introduce myself. Thank you very
do
much.
yourself. All I was going to say was thank you very much for tuning in. And remember, whatever your favourite topping is, make sure you spread the love.
Looking from a window above, it's like a story of love. Can you hear me? Came back only yesterday, I'm moving farther away. Want you near me? All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Sometimes when I think of her name, and it's only a game, and I need you. Listen to the words that you say, it's getting harder to say. When I see you, all I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. Love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. This is gonna take a long time, and I wonder what's mine. Can't take no more. Wonder if you'll understand. It's just a touch of your hand behind a closed door. All I needed was the love you gave. All I needed for another day. And all I ever knew, only you. All I ever knew, only you.
Beautiful Scott! Right, yes!
Brilliant. Oh, put the kettle on.
I bet you were wondering what the hell is the Toast Train show? It's mostly waffling about the things that we probably don't know. Can't hurt to join us and see where this random chit-chat goes. All aboard for the Toast Train show.
Oh, lovely cup of tea.
Thank you.